we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite, before I came to campsites. I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Look like you wanted my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.
Left the building, Commanding General Yohana. You know, whoa. Check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You went against the grain. You should be ashamed. You went against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand. Hey, I said I pray they understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't sell oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromise and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teaching that camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah, said I pray they understand. I said I pray they understand. This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray they understand.
Hey, I said I pray they understand.
Shalom, shalom, Israel. Shalom, VA. And whoever else out there tuning in. Let's see what we got going on. All right, we up and live on Instagram. All right, we up and live on the book. TikTok just restored our video. Can't stand it, but we not live on there. Skating on thin ice on TikTok. And we up and live on YouTube. All right. With that being said, clap it up. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible, that all so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. You are God's chosen people. You are who they talk about all throughout the Bible. And it's the biggest, I guess you can say known/unknown, because we've been telling the truth since 1969. Secret of all time, the biggest conspiracy theory, the biggest hidden right in front of your face, you know what I'm saying, dilemma thing we're going through right now. The reason why everything moves in the earth is because of us, because of who we are. This is Virginia's Brotherhood class. This is the Brotherhood class. We are not affiliated with any Christian organization, no organization, matter of fact, and we're not affiliated with any fake Israelite group. If it's not the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, it is not the truth. So the water for everybody joining us. We're going to do a little shout out, see who all we got with us, and we're going to go ahead and jump into this class. All right. So who we got with us tonight? Let's see who we got with us tonight. All right, we got Princess Shelly joining us. You know what I'm saying? First off, we're going to give a curse to the brothers. Yahweh Bashim Yashab a thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shema thumb Bashim Yahweh Shah to all the sisters. We got Princess Shelly joining us. It's good to see you with us, Princess. We got Akwaf Nizam and Nah in the building. Ain't seen you in a second, sis. It's good to have you in here. You know what I'm saying? We got Akwaf Shakar Quagga in the building. Yahweh Shema thumb Bashim Yahweh Shah to you. We got Akwaf Amadan in the building. Yahweh Shema thumb Bashim Yahweh Shah to you as well. Akwaf Ra'aya in the building. Good to see you. Akwaf Dabaran in the building also. Got my brother, Officer 500, Mataza Al-Quran in the building. Yabashim Shabbat. What's going on out of one? We got the young man Trey in the building with us. We got the brother Ayan Pakwak checking in. And the brother and the trooper Yabaka in the building. And he got his rib with him in here as well. You know what I'm saying? They talk about a family praying together, but you don't see family together strong like they're supposed to be outside of the Israelite School and Universal Practice Knowledge. So it's good to see you in here as well, Aqua Bria. We got Princess Tawa Bath in the building. And we also got Princess Tharapa. We got Aqua Tharapa in the building as well, checking in. She's always joining us, chilling with us, part of the VA family at this point. You know what I'm saying? And we also got the sister. Okay, that's Tharapa, Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all about to shout back a thumb to the brothers. Y'all was Shamal, a thumb by Shim. Y'all was shout to all the Aquafian checking in with us. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Brotherhood class. Title or topic of tonight's class is that salvation does not come by voting. Salvation doesn't come by voting. We all know what time of year it is. I left the doggone card outside. I meant to bring in this little voter report card that they sent to the crib trying to shame somebody into voting. I don't know if y'all seen those or not. I showed Officer Mataza Kara, you know what I'm saying, trying to shame us into voting. It's terrible out there. They're trying to make black men feel so bad, so terrible about not voting. We are always the scapegoat. How Commander General Yohana been breaking down. We are always the scapegoat for this place, for everything that goes wrong. Everything that goes wrong. And right now they setting us up, lining us up to be the scapegoat for when Trump get in here or whoever get in here, you know what I'm saying? But they're already trying to set it up so they can blame black men, you know what I'm saying, for these election results. You know what I mean? But we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. That's going to be the topic of the class. But until then, like we always do, this being a Brotherhood class, we like to start the Brotherhood class off kind of similar. This is going to tie right into the topic. It's going to tie right into the topic that we got. Everybody make sure y'all like, share, subscribe the video. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe the video. Y'all check out us on the different platforms. It went down in Ocean City last week. It went down in Ocean City camp. The Devils came out there and welcomed us the best way the Devils can. They gave us all of their love, per se. We were so equal and all the same, and Jesus loved everybody, and let's all hold hands until we became them niggas that would need to get out the city. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all check those videos out. And leave your comment, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. So the rest of the world can see that we are not crazy. You know what I'm saying? Our people have such a short memory when it comes to these devils. We've been conditioned to take whatever abuse that they throw at us, take it, swallow it, go smoke it off, go drink it off, go dance it off, go party it off. You know what I'm saying? Do all of these things, and we're not thinking about it no more. Then the clock resets and we start all over again. Commander Junior Hunter always breaks it down, and he explains it so well, and how it's he gives the analogy of how it's just like being in an abusive relationship. Just like being in an abusive relationship. The devil will unalive us, the devil will assault us, the devil will, you know what I'm saying, steal from us, rob from us, mistreat us in any and every kind of way that they can. Then they'll come right back and say, you know, we sorry if they say that. And we are so used and again so conditioned to this abuse, we be so happy. We think that we've won something when they say they sorry. We think we've made it. We shall overcome when they come and they say that they're sorry or something. It's sad, but that has become the goal over time. Officer Mataz Akara taught such a great class last night, filled with so much information. And inside all of this information, you know what I'm saying, that he was breaking down, it just goes to show you that we are still the slaves of today. Nothing's changed. Nothing changed. And when you really, really look at those numbers, a lot of things have just gotten worse. They've gotten worse, but we're so desensitized to our own oppression and to our own poverty and to our own pain. You know what I'm saying? Again, we're numb to it now. We're so used to it. We numb to it now. We blame each other. We look in the mirror and say it's your fault. We look at our children. We say it's your fault. We look all around our community at our other peers and we say it's your fault. It's your fault we in this situation, even though we didn't put ourselves there. You know what I'm saying? Well, I take that back. alone. We not the cause for it directly now. It's a constant foot on our neck. But by not following these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, we open up that door for that devil to be the devil that he is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all by Shemia Shabrak Thumb, thought to Officer Call Supply in the building. But let's get it. With this being a brotherhood class, right? With this being a brotherhood class, what's synonymous with brotherhood? Y'all let me know what's synonymous with brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know what's synonymous with brotherhood, right, it's gonna help you to see what salvation is, what the purpose of salvation is. You know what I'm saying? We got Aquaf Nizam and Nine, and she said sisterhood. Well, who what else we got? Yeah, Princess Tower Bob said sisterhood. Brotherhood and sisterhood go hand in hand. And everybody chiming in, and y'all all are absolutely correct. Brotherhood and sisterhood go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? And what is brotherhood and sisterhood? Y'all tell me what is brotherhood and sisterhood. And even though we have it in the chat, I want to make sure y'all put it in as well. It's very important that we know these precepts. We know what these words mean. This is your armor. This is your weaponry. You know what I'm saying? When you out there in that world, we out there in a world that has no idea what brotherhood is, what sisterhood is, but they use it all the time. They say that word all the time. They say that 4-letter word all the time. What's synonymous with brotherhood and sisterhood? Y'all tell me what's synonymous with brotherhood and sisterhood. Who can tell me? See, Nizam and Na already got the answer in there. All right, we got Aqua Fadasa in there. Y'all Shamal Bashim, y'all Shah. Always good to see you as well, sis. You know what I'm saying? You are absolutely right. Aqua Tharapa, brotherhood and sisterhood is a weapon. It's most definitely a weapon. Princess Tawa Bob said love. She's absolutely correct. Aqua Nizam and Na said love. Aquaf Amadah said love. The brother Ayan Pakwak said love. Brotherhood and sisterhood are love. How that song go, what the world needs now. When I'm talking about the world, I'm talking about the world of Israel, the world of blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. What that world needs more than anything is love. And it's the one thing, the main thing, the priority, the primary thing that we are lacking as a people, as a nation, is love. We don't have any brotherhood. We got no brotherhood, and we don't have no sisterhood. And you see it displayed everywhere you look at, all over the TV, all over the internet, all over the radio, everywhere you see it, on your job, you know what I'm saying, on your slavery, you see it, in your own households, you see it, in your own families, you see it. The one thing that we don't have, that we need the most, is love, and that's what we don't have. And the reason why we don't have it, because we don't know what the hell love is. And what's that precept? Y'all give me that precept, and I'm going to put it up while y'all putting it up in there. Princess Shelley is absolutely correct, as well as Aqua Ra'aya. Love is the same thing as brotherhood and sisterhood. And y'all drop that precept. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so we can get it on screen. There we go. We got the precepts coming in. Now, if this is your first time tuning in to the Brotherhood class and any of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge classes, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you put your city name and state in there. You don't need to put no pronouns in there. You know what I'm saying? No need to put no pronouns. We don't do pronouns in the UPK. But you put your city, your name, your state in there so we know how to properly address you. You know what I'm saying? Brother, sister, may it be. You know what I'm saying? Where you hail from. You know, that way you can get credit for being in class. And again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you just don't like the class, you don't like my face, whatever it is, go ahead and throw it in the chat. It is as respectful as you are. It will be met with the same amount of respect. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, throw it in the chat and ask your question. This is not, I repeat, this is not the Christian church. We don't run or duck from no questions. You know what I'm saying? We don't run and duck from no foolishness as well. You know what I'm saying? This is not your Christian church. That word church in the Bible, Bayath, Saparium, you know what I'm saying? Sapar books, Saparium books, house of books, school is a school. Church just means school. You know what I'm saying? You go to school to learn. And I know that may be a foreign concept with us being here in America. That may be a foreign concept because we go to that guy, we go to that damn school here in America and don't learn anything. We go to their colleges and don't learn anything. We come out of public education and not knowing anything. We don't even know who we are. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no idea who we are. But in here we gonna learn in here. And here we learn exactly what this Bible is saying, you know what I'm saying? So again, the water for everybody dropping that precept. We have it up on the screen now. Let me see if I can balance that out. But shit, that didn't really do no difference, did it? Okay, that's cool. That'll work. Like I said, everybody put the precept in there. They got 1 John 5:3. We also got Aqua for 9 here. Y'all Shamalathon by Shimmy Yawashai. Always good to have you in here as well with us, sis. You know what I'm saying? We got a full squad tonight. So let's go ahead and get it. 1 John 5:3. Again, the reason why we don't have love is because we don't know what love is. Because we choose to use the definition that the oppressor gave us. We choose to use the definition that these damn devils and these other nations have given us, as opposed to going with the definitions of what the Most High gave us. You know, we feel like America got more sense than the Most High. We think Biden is smarter. Joe Biden can't even stand up and read off a teleprompter, but Joe Biden is smarter than the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Kamala Harris, she's more wiser than Christ. You know what I'm saying? This is what we believe. We thought Obama was real smart. You know what I'm saying? Until lo and behold, when the dust settled, nothing was done for our people, but everything was done for the LGBT 123 crew. They got everything they need. Whatever they had on their wish list, he made sure he checked it off and they got it. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to us, we stood out in them lines and voted, hope and change and hope. Want to elect Caesar as our king, because Caesar was brown that time and he didn't do a damn thing for us. You know what I'm saying? And it's because, again, we lack the knowledge that's contained inside of this Bible. 1 John 5:3 reads, for this right here, you ain't got to look no further. You ain't got to put on no old R&B song, no old oldie song. You ain't got to pull up the Temptations, the Shy-Lights, none of the above. For this right here is the love of the Most High. This is the love of God. It don't require no card. It don't require no gift. It don't require no long serenade. This right here is the love of God, that we keep his commandments. Real simple. And if you look at our community, if you look at our neighborhoods, if you look at us throughout history, what's the one thing we haven't been doing? We haven't done. And we strayed further and further away from. Fresh out of slavery, we were closer to these laws, to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Fresh out of slavery, our women were wearing skirts down to their ankles. You know what I'm saying? Our men were still men. Even in that low state that they were in, they still commandeered, you know what I'm saying, power and authority in their households and in their families. We've moved and strayed so far away from that now. Nah, man, the man might have a purse nicer than your purse. He might have a bag nicer than your bag. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? The sisters, she got chest hair. You know what I'm saying? She talk with bass in her voice. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to pull all the women she can pull to when she go out anywhere in public. You know what I'm saying? The roles have definitely reversed. They reverse, and as a result of that, we strayed further and further away from the Most High, further and further away from these laws, statutes, and commandments, which means we've strayed further and further away from loving one another like we should, like the Bible requires us to. It says, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not grievous. They are not grievous. It's not hard to love your brother as you love yourself. It's not hard to say, you know what, that's my brother's wife. So because that's my brother's wife, that ain't nothing but a sister to me, and that's all she will ever have to be, is my sister. And we ought to be able to respect and love, and cherish that. That's what builds us and that's what makes us strong. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that my brother, his daughter, that's my daughter too. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm here, his kids is fine because I'm here. I'm not going to steal from my brother because I know my brother ain't going to steal from me. You feel me? I would never sell drugs, period, because that would make me a witch, but I damn sure ain't going to sell it to my brothers and my own sisters. You know what I'm saying? If we had that type of that type of love for one another, we would be stronger as a people. We would follow the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments, and that would gain us the protection of the Most High. You feel me? That would gain us, that would give us the wisdom that we need to maintain this nation, to rebuild this nation, to protect this nation. The reason why we are open to every other nation taking advantage of us, because we don't have that love. And without that love, we don't have no kind of protection, no kind of barrier between us and that damn devil. You know what I'm saying? So again, for the water, for everybody joining in with the precepts and all of that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're gonna jump into this lesson. We're gonna jump into this lesson tonight. You know what I'm saying? The title, the topic of the class is voting. You know what I'm saying? And voting, and how salvation doesn't come from voting. You know what I'm saying? So first couple of questions I got for everybody, right? Why shouldn't we vote? Why shouldn't we vote? So y'all thought I was gonna ask y'all to drop some laws in there. I did, but on the slide though. So y'all tell me, why shouldn't we vote? Why are we not supposed to be voting? Who can tell me in the chat why we not supposed to be voting? Because when we go out and say it, you know what I'm saying, people look at us like we're crazy, especially this time of year. We the worst thing in the world. We the lowest of the lowest. You know what I'm saying? I received a report card in the mail saying that you ain't voted in such amount of years. Name big and bold as day. Government name big and bold as day. You haven't voted in such amount of years. And compared to your neighbors, you have this score, and your neighbors have that score. You know what I'm saying? And we hope that next time when we do this report card, we're gonna be able to thank you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just straight guilt trip me into voting. You know what I'm saying? And after I stopped laughing about it, you feel me? I got a little perturbed about it. You know what I'm saying? I got online and checked and looked, and it's legal. Even though, you know what I'm saying, it's not legal for them to disclose who you voted for, they can plaster it all over the place to let everybody know that you didn't vote. Now, that doesn't shame me. That don't shame me because I got love for my brothers and my sisters. Because I got love for them, I follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. So that don't shame me at all. Matter of fact, I kind of wear that like a badge of honor. When November 3rd roll around, right? When November 3rd roll around and all them niggas start putting up them I voted stickers, I think I'm going to take that same report card. Take that same damn report card and make that like my background or my profile pic for the day. You know what I'm saying? Now I see y'all putting it in the chat. Well, how do you know that? How can you prove that? How can you prove that? We don't went over it. We don't went over it a lot this year. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that y'all know how to prove that when you will be asked about it within in these next couple of days. When you show up to that slave and you ain't got that sticker on, your peers are gonna be looking at you. You know what I'm saying? When this country steady declines and go further and further to the damn hole, they're going to say, well, it's your fault because you didn't vote. It's your fault. Anybody that ain't vote, they don't have no voice. Y'all give me that precept. You know what I'm saying? ISUPK said it's against what the what the Lord wanted. He is absolutely correct. Aqua said we don't choose our leaders. Damn right. The Most High said he was going to choose our leaders. Now, when King and when you read the book of Kings, we again being around these other nations and want to do what they do. That's when we decided we want to have a king. We want to have a king. And everything for Israel went downhill faster and faster after each damn king until we got to David. And even underneath David, we were punished as a people as a whole. Again, but David was a different king. David is quoted in the Bible or noted in the Bible as being a man of the Most High's own heart. You know what I'm saying? But these wicked ass leaders we done had, they don't have the heart of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Aquafana said it's against the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. She's absolutely correct. But give Officer Mataza Akara a hand and give Akwaf Amadah a hand. Deuteronomy 17 and 15. Let's get it. Let's go ahead and get it. I don't want nobody to accuse us. We might have some of them fake Israelites out there in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We might have some of them fake Israelites out there in the chat who love white people, who love pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but they do celebrate Yahweh Day. Even though that mess ain't nowhere in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We might have some of them out there in YouTube world or Instagram world or Facebook world. So if we do, just in case, or it may just be some of your family members that's watching. You know, we get a lot of views on here from people watching the videos, and they don't put their city name and state in there. Maybe they still on the background, on the fence, kind of looking. Give Princess Shelly a hand. She's absolutely correct as well. But let's get it. We're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. We can go to Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. When the scriptures say that the law isn't grievous, you know what I'm saying? This is what it's referring to. It's not grievous. And the reason why it says it's not grievous, all right, don't start acting up now. That's how you feel. Okay, let's do this. Let's stop that. See, right now, you're going to be special tonight, huh? Close that one. We don't need that one no more. Let's get that. All right. Trying to act up on me. We're going to get through it. All right, bet. This is Deuteronomy 28:15, but we're going to move this and go to 17. Let's go to 17. And what I'm on right now, for anybody that's looking, we are in the King James Bible online. The King James Bible online. Why are you tripping? We're in the King James Bible online. We utilize the King James version 1611. It's going to be the closest thing to the translation, you know what I'm saying, of the actual Dead Sea Scrolls, and the different scrolls that of the actual Bible from the Hebrew to the English word for word translation. You know what I'm saying? So if you got an ESV, NIV, NSV, or whatever kind of, you know what I'm saying, alternate version as opposed to that King James version, you don't want to use that. You know what I'm saying? You can use that to show just how inaccurate it is. That's going to let you know what somebody done read the scriptures and told you what they thought about the scriptures. And as we know, this, even inside this word, it says, lean not to your own understanding, which just goes to show you how wicked this damn place is. The Bible says, lean not to your own understanding. Don't add or take away from this word. What does this society, this world do? They create their own Bibles based off their own understanding, adding and taking away from the word. This is the world that we live in. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the Most High said, this is why Christ said, love not the world. You feel me? This is why in John 3:16, he said, God so loved the world, talking about that world of Israel. And then also why in 1 John 2:15, he said, love not the world. Why? Because that right there, that's what we shouldn't love. That we shouldn't love that. We shouldn't love voting, right? We shouldn't love, but we should detest voting. We should be able to see that track record. When Officer Murtaza Al-Qurra was going over the different things last night on mass incarceration, right? On how we are still legally slaves, you know what I'm saying? Those are all different policies that we voted on at one point in time. Those are all different policies that we voted on at one point in time. These last 100 so years we've been voting, right? That they gave us the right to vote. Even in that right there should let you know it shouldn't be something that you don't want. If your captive, your kidnapper give you this, you shouldn't cherish what they gave you. They shouldn't have kidnapped you to begin with. You feel me? But not the slaves. And Isaiah says it's Israel a homeborn slave. We done became a homeborn slave. We love the slavery over here. We love this captivity over here. We can't get enough of it. But Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15 reads, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee. It's letting you know right now, don't do this in no kind of way, no kind of shape, fashion, or form. I don't care how they pitch it to you. I don't care how many DL Hughley's is on the radio talking about black men ain't this and black men ain't that. I don't care how many times Spike Lee get up there and say, well, black men ought to be shaming themselves. I don't care how many times Obama, that African, get up there and call you Pookie because you ain't vote. Right? That shouldn't convince you. In no wise set him king over thee. Right? No wise set him king over thee. We ran out in droves and voted for Obama. And now look around and the LGBT 123s got all the power. Got all the power. They done moved the black woman right out her spot. Oh, they coming for that number one spot. You know what I'm saying? They coming for that spot. They done moved her right on out the way. Right? All because we called ourselves going out there and vote. We went out there in droves and voted for Clinton. Clinton played that saxophone. Clinton was smoking weed. Clinton was having getting fellatio inside the White House. Oh, Clinton was that. Hey, he would let a lot of black people tell it. He was the first black president, right? Clinton also is the reason why when you saw that chart, those charts that Officer Murtaza Al-Qurra was showing last night, Clinton is also a big part of the reason why that damn graph shot straight up in the air under Clinton. Super predators under Clinton, crime bill under Clinton. But that was the first black president. We couldn't wait to go out there and vote for him. You know what I'm saying? And this is why the Lord told us you ain't got no business voting. No business voting. No people coming out of a captivity, coming out of a captivity period. We're not equipped. We're not equipped to know what's important, what we need as opposed to voting. You know what I'm saying? You go and kidnap somebody, you starve somebody, you keep them locked up in a damn basement, then you open up the door. First thing they're going to want to do is eat. They're going to want to eat. They ain't ate and then they don't know how long. They hungry still. They don't know. They're not focusing on what's really need to be needed for a nation, which is what's so amazing about this law. When we read 1 John 5:3, and it says that the law is not grievous. It's not grievous because he let us know what we had to do. We don't have to search and scramble. We ain't got to try to figure out, well, look, he got a good policy. She got a good policy. We don't have to do that. All we got to do is follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. It says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord, the most high power, thy God, the most high thy power shall choose. We say we love Jesus, right? We rock the shirts. I love Jesus. What would Jesus do? Jesus take the wheel, and all these other meaningless sayings that we say. But when it really comes down to it, we don't trust Jesus. We don't trust in Jesus, and we don't trust in God, and we damn sure don't trust or believe in that Bible. And when I'm saying we, I'm talking to Lucy. I ain't talking to the brothers and sisters, the Akium and Akwafian that's inside of this class right now. I'm talking to the rest of them out there that's too scared to put the name in the chat. I'm talking to the fake Israelites out there that's trying to be Christians and bring everybody in so we can all hold hands and sing kumbaya. I'm talking to them. I'm talking to all the ones that's gonna go out on November 3rd and they're gonna cast their vote for Trump, or they're gonna cast their vote for Kamala. Either one of the Edomites. They're gonna vote for one of them damn Edomites because they both Edomites. They both Edomites. You know what I'm saying? But it says, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Most High thy power shall choose. The Lord is going to choose our power, and he already our king, and he already did. One from among thy brethren. Trump is an Edomite. Kamala, whatever her name is, whatever she's pretending to be today, she's an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cap, and Officer Yarasha Moff are gonna make me like Candace Owens. They doing their best, Officer Mataz Zachariah, to make me like this half. I'm trying my best, but you know what I'm saying. I've been checking out, and when I say she is doing a clinic on exposing, you know what I'm saying, how this lady is not no black lady. How she comes from the Brahmins, the Brahmin caste. The Indians, see, they got like a caste system. It's not a class system, it's a caste system, which means you're born into whatever caste you in, and ain't no getting out of that. You know what I'm saying? And she's born into the highest caste you can be as far as the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? The Brahmin class, what caste or whatever. So yeah, Candace been, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Candace. She been breaking it down, and even though she's married to that damn Edomite, you know what I'm saying? She does a great job of journalists. She's a great journalist, I might say. You know what I'm saying? So I've been looking into that. But I mean, it should be obvious at this point. But it doesn't matter, because whatever brown face they throw up, even if it's a white face, you know what I'm saying? We don't matter. It don't matter to us, because we shouldn't be voting to begin with. And if we held on to these laws, statutes, and commandments, nobody would be able to come in and trick us and fool us and pull the wool over our eyes and have us, you know what I'm saying, running out here voting and believing in a policy and believing in the policy. I don't want to say you're going to have to check out again. Look, you know, I be trying my hardest not to. She is one of my least favorite sisters in the world. I can't stand her sometimes, you know what I'm saying, because she says such inflammatory, derogatory, crazy things about us. But I actually heard her today, Officer Mataz Zachariah, and she said, kudos to black men. You know how she talks? She talk like she one of them people. She said, kudos to black men, you know what I'm saying, for not falling for this mess. So, you know, I got like, you know, we it's no respect of persons over here, you know what I'm saying? So if you when they do you know what I'm saying, find it in their mind to, you know what I'm saying, at the very least see some of the light, we got to give them a little bit of credit for it. So yeah, the last couple of ones she did, you might want to check them out. Matter of fact, when I get a chance, I think about it, I'll send them to you so you'll have them. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High told us that we're not supposed to be out here voting, you know what I'm saying, for none of these doggone people. You feel me? One from among thy brethren. It's supposed to be a brother. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a brother, if anybody, and Christ is a brother. Christ comes from the tribe of Judah. Judah meaning Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? The blacks, the black Americans or whatever, that's over here. They got off them ships, right? Your Jamaicans, your Benjamin, well, not so much your Jamaican, your Benjamin, but your black Americans over here, Judah. He's from that tribe of Judah. That's a brother. You know what I'm saying? And that, so it should be a brother like the Most High did that's set over above us. It says, thou mayest not set a stranger over thee. We're not supposed to set no stranger over us. We ain't supposed to put no stranger in charge of feeding our children, educating our children, what laws we should follow. We're not supposed to set no stranger in charge of us like that. You feel me? Which is not thy brother. See, if you set one of them folks over you, like Obama, you know what I'm saying? Well, you're going to have all your boys trying to be girls. And you're going to have all your girls trying to be boys. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you set them over top of us. When you set them over top of us, you're going to call yourself African and African American. You know what I'm saying? The Native Indian. You're going to call yourself all these other things that are not what the Lord called you to be. Why? Because you set somebody over you in charge of you that the Lord then deemed should be in charge of you. When you go outside of what the Lord has set for you, you would choose some of anybody, anything that sound good. As long as it sound good, they got your vote. This is why you got so many pastors that take advantage of us as a people. They get up there and they rhyme 2-3 words together. Don't let no music be playing. You feel me? Don't let no music be playing, and that nigga can hit a note. If it's a music playing, he can hit a note. He'll do a little slide like he James Brown. The whole congregation goes wild. And they finna throw all their money out. So we're so gullible as a people. We're so childish as a people. The way that we think is childish as a people. Why? Because we have a slave mentality. And we stray and we run and we reject these laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So y'all are absolutely correct. Give yourselves a hand. Again, this right here would save us from so much trauma. From so much trauma. You feel me? But because we don't do this part right here, that's not hard because it's right there in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Trooper Yabakai, you are absolutely correct. Don't let him be having a little bit of cardio. You know what I'm saying? That nigga hit a couple laps around the church. Everybody in the church gonna jump up. It's gonna be big hats all up in the air. They're gonna be rolling all down on the floor. The music gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? It's on and popping at that point. They finna fill up all the coffers. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we go for. And the rest of the world knows that. These other nations know that. You look at any commercial that's on television. Any commercial that's good is trying to sell something. Watch it sound like hip hop in the background. Watch it sound like R&B. Watch it sound like us. Why? Because they utilize that. They play us. They play us because they know we are people that's without a power. We are a people that have chosen Egypt to provide our cover, to provide our shelter, to provide our protection. And Egypt don't give a damn about us. And when I say Egypt, I'm talking about America. I'm talking about that mystery Babylon, this horde that we are in right now. This place don't care nothing about us. And they don't really care about us right now. All this mess, this line that they talking about, this voting. I mean, something that General Muhammad hit me to last night. It made so much sense when he said it, right? It made so much sense when he said it. If you look at, you know what I'm saying, this voting thing, this ain't nothing brand new. You look at any kind of constituency that they have, you know what I'm saying, when they got a group that they're trying to get to, you know what I'm saying, that they trying to get that group to vote for them, what they do? What do they do? Y'all tell me. When they want women to vote for them, what do they do for them women? When they want the Jewish community to vote for them, what do they do for the Jewish community? When they want any kind of demographic that they want, when they want them to vote for them, what do they do for them? And that may be a real vague question. So as y'all putting y'all answers in, I'm gonna go ahead and break it down for you. They market to that group. Matter of fact, I'll put it like this: when they want you to buy hamburgers, right? Don't you see commercials all on TV showing you how good the hamburgers is, how fluffy they is? They don't look like that when you get to that damn drive-through, but on TV they look so good. On that billboard they look so good. You know what I'm saying? They're going to pitch it to you, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They're going to tell you how good it is. They want you to go out and buy lottery tickets. They put it all on the news. You know what I'm saying? It's up to $1 billion. And they show you all the people in line. Cashing in, getting their tickets. You know what I'm saying? Folks that ain't never played before. They even started doing interviews with them. You know, what would you do if you won the money? And what would you do if you won the money? You know what I'm saying? To get you all excited, to get you going, right? So the fact that when it comes to us, we the worst things in the world. We irresponsible. We this, we that. They not worried about getting your vote, black man. Nah, they want to make sure that them white folks come out, because anytime you downgrade us, that's how they're marketing to them. You know what I'm saying? Trooper Yabakai is absolutely correct. They kiss their behind. They kiss their behind and give them everything they want. But when it come to us, nah, they play us. They talk down on us. They talk bad to us. And just like again, that same analogy being in an abusive relationship. Right? If you ever witnessed an abusive relationship, how does that abuser talk to the one that's being abused? And notice I didn't put a gender on it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put no gender on it because that can go both ways. But how does that abuser talk to that one that's being abused? They talk down to him. They talk bad to him. They degrade them. They dehumanize them. They say they ain't this and they ain't that. That's the same thing they do to us. The difference is, though, you know what I'm saying? When they do that to us, we want their approval so bad. We'll run out and vote for them. We want their approval so bad. We want to be loved by them so bad. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing, not knowing the Lord, the Most High, love us, and He don't love them, and we don't need their love. We just need that love, that brotherhood, and that sisterhood from one another, and we'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? So Most High Christ, the water for everybody that chimed in on that one. So again, we're not supposed to be voting to begin with. So now here's my other question. What is salvation? Who could tell me what salvation is? What is salvation? You know, we get a lot of words getting thrown around in that church. You get a lot of words thrown around, you know what I'm saying, in general. But what is salvation? Who could tell me what salvation is? Y'all let me know in the chat. What is salvation? What is salvation? Y'all tell me. We hear it used a lot. They jump up in the church. They say, I'm saved and sanctified, saved and filled with the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Before they hit that move, you know what I'm saying? They saved and filled with the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? While they touching all of that, while they molesting all the doggone kids, saved and filled with the Holy Spirit. You got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands, probably millions of cases of child molestation of a sexual nature or orientation toward children in your Christian church. And I know when it comes to black folks, we sweeping down. We ain't part of that Roman Catholic church. But let me bust your bubble real quick. If you in that Baptist church, if you a Methodist, Pentecostal, or whatever that church, Seventh-day Adventist, all of those stem from that Roman Catholic church. And you got molestation through all of those branches. It's none of them that don't have a case. None of them. None whatsoever. The Jehovah Witness is paying, I want to say I forget how many millions of dollars, $100,000 they paying every day to keep the names of like hundreds of people that's done molested other children to keep from turning over them names. Everybody, if that's underneath that Christianity banner, you know what I'm saying, is a contributor or an accessory, you know what I'm saying, to child molestation. Every last one of them. Because that's what they're doing there. Officer Matazar Karar broke that down. They don't mind breaking off billions of dollars because they got it like that. They'll break off them billions to get your kids. You know what I'm saying? They'll break off that money to get your kid. And for so long, you know what I'm saying, just like in the scriptures back in the day, you know, we was offering our children up to Baal. And we offering our children up now. When you take your children to that church, that Christian church, you offering your child up to Baal. When you take them to that Roman Catholic church, you offering your child up to that damn devil. You know what I'm saying? You're offering them up. It's no different. You might not be able to see the flames, but they're gonna feel the flames when they get molested inside of that church. When years and years later, and they're dealing with that abuse, when they're dealing with that trauma, right? When they're dealing with that trauma from the good guy in the neighborhood, from the pastor, from the rabbi, from all those people that they're supposed that everybody else admire and admonish and put up on a pedestal. That's what happened to R. Kelly. That's why R. Kelly's sitting behind bars right now. That's why he did the things that he did. I think last month his daughter even said that he molested her. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to look at the victim. It's easy to look at a P. Diddy, but P. Diddy went to a Roman Catholic school too, if I'm not mistaken. That's what happens when we go to these places, when we stray from our God, our power, and we get into that Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yaraj Mob said facts. He said, bring your kids to the UPK and give them kids a father. Keep them far away from that church. Damn right. If you out there and you listening and you watching and you want some male role models for your children, don't take them to that church. They're gonna learn how to carry a person in that church. They gonna come back and pink gonna be their new favorite color in that church. That little girl, you take her to that church, or she'll be a stud later on. Don't do that. Bring them in here to the UPK. You bring them in here. See, the problem with this world is that in 1 John 2:15, the Most High that Christ is talking about, this world right here, this world is perverse. And this world, it tries its harder to do the exact opposite of these laws, statutes, and commandments. They know so much more than they know so much more than God. They think that their way is the right way, even though you can look at it and tell that it isn't. You know what I'm saying? But let's see what we got for salvation. See what y'all got for salvation. Ayan Pakwak says protection from the Most High. Okay, I can dig that. Officer Mataz Akara says deliverance from danger or difficulty. We getting somewhere now. Aqua Tawabot said preservation or deliverance. And Trooper Yabakar says salvation is mercy for Israelites. And all of y'all are absolute correct. You know what I'm saying? Are absolutely correct. Now, what I like, the ones that I like, I like that deliverance. You know what I'm saying? But when you say deliverance, it's deliverance for what? And I also Mataz Al-Quran, ISUPK hit it on the head. Deliverance from danger or difficulty. Protection. I love the analogy. You know what I'm saying? If it's a shootout, if it's a doggone shootout, you know what I'm saying? If it's a shootout and bullets is flying over your doggone head, and I call you and say, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Just hold tight, right? Just hold tight. I even stay on the phone with you. You ain't saved until I get there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't saved until you get the vehicle with me and we pull off and we don't hear the pew no more. We don't hear no gunshots no more. Ain't nothing coming through the window. Now you in a safe spot. You have been delivered now from that danger or that difficulty. You know what I'm saying? That church like to say that they saved. That church like to say they saved and they sanctified, even though it's all this molestation going on in the church. What you saved from? Damn right, my officer called. You know what I'm saying? Officer Rashomov said, anybody add, he the baby pappy. Go ahead. You go ahead. And I'm gonna send him your way. I'm your way. You know what I'm saying? Both sides Christ. But on the serious note, for real though, if you got children out there, you know what I'm saying? You got children out there. The reason why our children are, you know what I'm saying, come up the way that they are, suffer the way they are, suffer from all the mental defects and deficiencies that they have, is because they done been abused. They done been touched. And nobody cares. Nobody pays attention to their child until their child goes and hurts somebody else. Then they want to pay attention until their child goes and molests somebody else or hurt somebody else or unalive somebody. Then they care about it then. But when it's going on and that child is talking, matter of fact, this side I was never really a big fan of Krishan Rock and Blueface and all of them. But if y'all have heard the stuff that's been coming out, and apparently it's been coming out for a while now. You know what I'm saying? She talked about how they whole family, the father, her sister, done molested them kids. Done molested her nephew, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Done been molested and done been touched. You feel me? So it's a reason why she acts the way that she act. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why. And we're so terrible about looking at the symptom and overlooking the doggone cause. We're not gonna look at the cause of it. We just want to treat the symptom. And when I say treat the symptom, we want to lock the system up. We want to beat up on the symptom. You know what I'm saying? We blame the symptom, but we don't go back to the root cause of it. And don't let no money be involved. Because apparently she's been saying this for over a year or something. And it's just not getting more attention because she keeps saying it. I watched a video where her nephew came out and he even said it. You know what I'm saying? Then the nephew, his mother spoke, and it happened to her too. And it's rampant throughout their family. It's not just their family. They just happen to be in the limelight and be on television. That's through all of our families. I'm pretty sure if I was to do a quiz or a poll right now with everybody that's in the class, everybody in the doggone class right now got somebody in their family, if not them themselves, that's done been touched the wrong way, inappropriately. You know what I'm saying? It's done been molested, it's done been taken advantage of. And in most cases, you tried to tell somebody and nobody will listen. You tried to say something and they told you to be quiet. You tried to say something and they swept it underneath the rug, right? They put it in Jesus' hand. They put it in Caesar Borgia's hand. You know what I'm saying? But to put it in Jesus' hand, to put it in the Most High hand, that means you're gonna do what's inside of this book. That means you're gonna follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't understand that that's where the salvation comes from. You know what I'm saying? That's where the protection comes from. The protection comes from you following these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's just that simple. If you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying? Again, if the same scenario I gave, if I'm pulling up in a car, right, I'm going to get Officer Mataz Al-Quran, right? He tell me he on this street, or I tell him to meet me here. He over there somewhere. I can't pick him up. There's no protection now. You know what I'm saying? I tell him, well, look, you're gonna go down there and make a right. He goes down there, he makes a left. He might have ran into some more bullets now. You know what I'm saying? Some extra ones now. Why? Because he didn't follow what I said. Like, we don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. We don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, but we quick to holler out that we safe. You know what I'm saying? We quick to holler out that we saved. And it's not true. That's not what salvation is. Salvation is protection, like the brothers were saying. Salvation is deliverance, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into exactly what that is. Officer Birashimov is absolutely correct. Again, I was telling them earlier, I don't know if you heard me, Officer Birashimov, y'all going to make Candace grow on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to make her grow. I watched about 2-3 videos from Candace today. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to make her grow on me. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't a real big fan of Krishan either, but to hear that stuff that she's went through, to go through that from your sibling. You feel me? That has to be such a traumatic thing for anybody to go through. You feel me? And this is the what we lack amongst one another. We don't have any kind of sympathy, compassion for one another because we don't have any love for one another. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, it's definitely true. And it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, most times I like I said, I listen to the one with her and Judge Joe Brown. She talked to this one guy that got all this other information on Kamala, you know what I'm saying? And it got real deep. And I found myself about 3 hours in, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't that bad. You know what I mean? Now, it'll probably go away tomorrow. It'll probably go away by tomorrow. But as of right now, she ain't that bad as of right now. She still got an Edomite for her husband, which is against these laws, statutes, and commandments. Deuteronomy 7:3 for anybody watching it that want to say we making it up or something. You feel me? But yeah. You know, again, like the things that we go through, and then we turn right back around and say that we're saved and it's salvation. It's not salvation. And we don't have salvation because we reject these law, statutes, and these commandments. We got Brother Kushan in the building. Y'all about Shabbat. Always good to have you in here. You know what I'm saying? He said it ain't gonna last long. I don't know. You know me. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say to know the man and labor amongst you. You know what I'm saying? So he probably about right. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we got an idea of what salvation is, right? We always see how we're not supposed to be voting to begin with. So just with that too right there, if I didn't go no further, if we know in Deuteronomy 17 and 15, it said we're not supposed to be voting, and then we know that salvation, you know what I'm saying? We got a general idea of what salvation is. We ought to be able to surmise that by voting, we're not going to get no damn salvation. We ought to be able to look at, especially if you was in here yesterday and you heard the class that Officer Mutazar Karat gave. If you heard that class, you damn sure should know that, hey, voting ain't helped us at all. It's done increase. It's like quicksand. The more we vote, that's more we moving around in that damn quicksand. We just getting deeper and deeper and deeper in. But the thing about when you vote and you sign on to that mess, when you co-sign that mess, now you part of it now. Now you got to kind of live with that now. It's so many, and I think that's why it's so easy, you know what I'm saying, or why so many of our people that's really buying into this alternative lifestyle mess now. Why? Because they knew they stood them lives and they voted for it. Well, it's not as bad as this, and all of that compromising. This Bible ain't got nothing to do with compromising. The Lord don't compromise, and Malachi says that the Lord don't change. He don't compromise. He's not going to change. And if he did compromise, and if he did change, it would be no hope for us as a people. It'd be no hope for us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? I was sometimes I cry laugh. Trooper Yabaka said, nah, you gonna hate her tomorrow. I don't hate her per se. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like her that much. That's all. But like I said, there's a couple of videos. I'm very impressed with her journalism. You know what I'm saying? And like, I can take anybody if they're being honest. The thing I think that burns me the most up about Christians per se, they're not honest. It's like for you to say that you're saved, right? And you see all of this danger and all this turmoil. You can just look at the numbers of child molestation in the church, period. I don't see how anybody's in there. How could anybody say that God is in there? You can go to any hood in America. Go to Martin Luther King Avenue, wherever you at. Go to Martin Luther King. You're finna find a whole bunch of churches, a whole bunch of liquor stores, a whole bunch of pimps, a whole bunch of drugs, whole bunch of violence. You know what I'm saying? That should be your proof right there. You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's a certain sense of honesty or a level of honesty. Maybe that's a better way of putting a level of honesty that she had that I respect. And you know what I'm saying? And I can definitely get down with, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Trooper Yabakai, we'll see. Nah, that's all I'm gonna say. You might be right, but we're gonna see. All right, so let's get it. First off, let's get who is salvation for? We're going to get who is salvation for, then we're going to get a couple of scriptures showing, you know what I'm saying, to prove the same thing that y'all just said, what salvation actually is. You know what I'm saying? What salvation actually is. And then I got a question for y'all. And when I ask it, I'm trying to get an answer fairly quickly so y'all don't be out there Googling. You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out. First off, I'm going to get John chapter 4 and verse 22. Let's get John chapter 4 and verse 22. Trooper Yabaka said the Israelites. What? You sure? You positive about that? You know what I'm saying? Look, they house is in agreement. Y'all are on one accord. Y'all are one right now. Hey, that's a shot to them damn folks that say it's the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, and it's three different people, or was one person, that Christ is God and all of that mess, you know what I'm saying? They one right now. They don't want to accord, and they both are correct. The Israelites, you know what I'm saying? God's chosen people, Israel. Aquafarai said the 12 tribes. Let's get it. Let's see if y'all are right. I know y'all are right, you know what I'm saying? But let's prove it. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21 says to prove all things. So let's prove it. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. Let's prove it real quick. Let's prove it, because you can say anything. You know what I'm saying? In the scriptures, we learned, you know what I'm saying, when we was out there, for in Ocean City, you know what I'm saying? We learned you can say anything. A lot of them devils come up there and say they love you, or they're gonna say, I love you. We love everybody. I love you. Y'all shot my rib, and she checked in and she said Israel as well. We're gonna find out. Y'all have been in a couple of these classes, I think. Y'all must have been in a couple of these classes. You know what I'm saying? Let's find out. All right, but yeah, they'll come out there and they say they love you, or they love you. They love you until you're a nigga. They love you until they say get the F out their city. Then they don't love you no more. You know what I'm saying? Because they just love it in word. It sounds good. It sounds good. And see, we've been around this oppressor for so long, we've started to do things the same way that they do. We love in word. It sounds good. You know what I'm saying? The family get together. We love you. We love you. We all gonna sit down and have Thanksgiving dinner. You sitting right across from the uncle that molested you and touched you. You sitting right across from the auntie that molested and touched you. Right across from the cousin that molested and touched you. But we love you. We love you. We love you. You won't see them again until next year. Same time, same bat time, same bat channel. You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at your molester right in the face all over again. That's what they call love. Why? Because we follow this oppressor, and that's his form of love. That's how he loves. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to get it. We're going to see if y'all are correct. For John, this is book of John, chapter 4, verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what. Now, these words aren't read. This is Christ talking to the woman, you know what I'm saying, at the well. You know what I'm saying? She's talking to the woman at the well, who at this point, she done moved into our spot. She done moved into our spot. Very similar to how these damn Amalekites, the Jewish man, you know what I'm saying, which I like to call the imposters, how the imposters done moved into our spot now. It's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I be out, and then like when the areas where I been, it'd be a lot of the imposters around, right? It'd be a whole bunch of them. And I try to make sure wherever I go, I got 4-5 shields on. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got some with the UPK with the shield on. I want them to be as uncomfortable as possible. But it's an amazing thing, because as much as I know who we are, and as much as they know who we are and who they pretending to be, when I look around at my people, my other brothers and sisters, they have no clue. They have no clue. They look at me like I'm the weirdo. They look at me like I'm the one that's crazy. Some of them think that we all the same. You know what I'm saying? I done had a couple of devils. You Jewish? You know what I'm saying? A couple of, you feel me? Some of them think that we all the same, because they have stole, you know what I'm saying, our identity. They've stole our identity. They try to take our heritage, not culture. They done stole our God for all intents and purposes. But it says right here in John chapter 4, verse 22, ye worship, ye know not, ye worship, ye know not what. That lady didn't know what she worshiped. Just like a lot of people walking around now don't know what they worship. They holler, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. Well, if Jesus took that wheel, your ass wouldn't be driving to that strip club. If Jesus took that wheel, you wouldn't be driving to go get them drugs. If Jesus took that wheel, you wouldn't have kicked that nigga out the house. You know what I'm saying? If Jesus takes that wheel, a lot of things gonna mess around and have to change in your life. If Jesus take the wheel, ye worship, ye know not what. A lot of time we hollering and crying out Jesus, God, 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 God. But we don't know what we worship. We don't realize what we saying. We don't realize what we asking. We don't know. When it's talking about that, Christ knew what he would worship. He knew what him and his disciples was out there for. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We know what we worship. You know what I'm saying? We know what we worship. Trooper Yabakasa, they come with that Shalom Christ, Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? Even though we ain't had no O's, not language, but hey, let them tell it. They know what they worship, right? Or I got one for you, Trooper Yabakasa. They come with that Shalom. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because they don't know what they worship. We know what we worship back here. How you call yourself an Israelite? How you call yourself a brother? How you call yourself a sister? But you left. You left and started your own thing. You left and did your own thing. The disciples didn't leave Christ and started their own thing, right? But you love Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel. You know what I'm saying? If Jesus took the wheel, you wouldn't be in another camp. It wouldn't be no camps if he really was in control and he took the wheel. He would have drove your ass back to the UPK if Jesus took the wheel. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? But it says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship. We know we worship back here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. For salvation is of the Jews. And when it's talking about the Jews, you know what I'm saying? It's talking about that word Jew comes from Judah. You know what I'm saying? It's an abbreviation of that word Judah. But when we got scattered and spread out, you know what I'm saying? Especially when the northern kingdom left and we got spread out to here and spread out to there. And that word Jew right now is synonymous with all of us, with blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jews. Jeremiah 14:2 said the Jews are black. They are black unto the ground. You know what I'm saying? Acts 13:1, they call the prophets nigger. You know what I'm saying? All throughout the Bible, on Solomon, it says, I'm black, but I'm comely. It let you know who the Jews are. You feel me? And that's who salvation is for. That's who salvation is for. But these churches, these religions, these fake Israelite groups, they go around and they try to take that salvation and give it to everybody. And that salvation that we're fighting for, we're gonna get a little glimpse, a picture of what that salvation actually is. You know what I'm saying? Because again, everybody likes to use these titles and they don't really know what it means. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get that as well. But salvation is of the Jews. So now that we got that, so now we know who salvation is for, right? We know we got an idea what it is. We're going to get a little bit more detail into what salvation actually is. And we know that damn well that voting is not going to get us no salvation because God, the Most High, told us not to be voting to begin with. Right? He told us not to vote to begin with. So that now we're going to go to Luke. We're going to go to Luke. We go to Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. You know what I'm saying? Now Officer Carl being here, Officer Carl dropped about 100 scriptures. We're going to have to pull that up in Hebrew. We might have to pull it up in Elisha Kodash class. Officer Carl come here and drop 100 scriptures. So I got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we giving you what y'all done got accustomed to. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ, that brother teach a hell of a class. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop this one. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go to Luke. We can go to Luke chapter 1 and verse 68. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's good to know, make sure y'all taking y'all notes. You know what I'm saying? Take your notes. You going into a world that's going to sweep it down. You don't know what you're talking about. You're going into a world that's going to sweep it down. What you mean you didn't vote? It's your fault. It's your fault when everything goes south. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You ain't vote. You got to make sure you strapped up with this armor. You know what you're talking about. You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you taking these notes. You putting this in your repertoire. So when things get rough, because it's going to get rough, you feel me? That them demons gonna come and mess with you. You gotta fight that damn demon. But it's going, especially a time like this. That's been drilled into us from such a young age. Your folks went out there and died for the right to vote. They went out there and died for the right to vote. And they lay such a guilt trip on us when it comes to that mess. Everything is wrong with us. Well, it's because you don't vote. You ain't got no representation because you don't vote. You know what you get when you vote? You know what you get in your vote? You get 300, you get 500-some thousand black and brown babies unalive every year. That's what you get for voting. We voted for that. That's what they're running off of right now. That's what we voted for. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's very important that you know what I'm saying, these scriptures and you know how to get back to them. You feel me? That you know how to get back to them. Damn right, out of one. You know what I'm saying? Trooper Yabaka said, Salaki, the oppressors want us to believe it's 12 tribes. And look, Most High Christ, you are absolutely correct. Look, they lied so much, right? They lied so much. I don't heard they sit there and try to make it seem like they all are so different, even though they all fly underneath that eagle, even though they all practice genocide, even though they all, you know what I'm saying, then had us in slavery building their empire, but they're not the same people, though. You know what I'm saying? They're not the same people, though. It's the craziest thing in the world, you know what I'm saying? But again, by coming in here and getting the wisdom of the Most High, you'll learn the truth. You know what I'm saying? You'll learn the truth. And you'll learn, you know what I'm saying? You can believe that if you want to. Believe that if you want to. You know what I'm saying? And it's a straight lie. It doesn't match up with history at all. They call themselves Edomites. They used to call themselves Idumea, which is another word for Edom. Idumea. They know who they are. They know exactly who they are. You know what I'm saying? Even when you look at that Yiddish that they speak, that's a dialect. That's a dialect, a derivative of that German. You know what I'm saying? That rough language that they speak. You know what I mean? They not us. They not God's chosen people. You got big ass hats on like you run DMC. You know what I'm saying? You got curly cues on, but you shave all this shit bald at the top. Come on, now. The Bible says that we are the salt of the earth. Salt of the earth. Show me the imposter Michael Jordan. Show me the imposter, you know what I'm saying, Kobe Bryant. You can't. You can't. Why? Because they're not us. They're not God's chosen people. They're not God's chosen people. America was started with genocide. America was started with genocide. They committing genocide right now on the other side of the globe. America just doing, they just slowed it down. Now they doing it in slow motion over here in America. Well, they in fast mode. Maha, double time over there, you know what I'm saying, in Israel right now. You feel me? That's not God's people. They ain't God's people. You know what I'm saying? And they don't. The only reason we don't possess the power that we need to, because we don't rely on our power. But let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke chapter 1, verse 68. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, Trooper Yabaka. Let's go to Luke chapter 1, verse 68. We're doing pretty good on time. I'm about to get ready to ask this other question. Now, it kind of ties into Officer Mataz Zakara class last night. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting ready to ask this other question once we go through Luke chapter 1, verse 68. And I'm gonna see, you know what I'm saying, who in the spirit, how Officer Urash might be saying, you know what I'm saying. Let's get Luke chapter 1, 68. Matter of fact, that might come up too with these scriptures that we're going over. But let's get it. All right, so this is Luke chapter 1, verse 68. I get my windows right too. All right, Luke chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the most high power of Israel. Over 2,500 sometimes it says Israel inside of this Bible. It says Israel inside of this Bible. Over 2,500 times. You will go to church. We go to church our entire life, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, and they will look you in your face, right? Look you in your face and say, you part of a cult. Them niggas is crazy. Because we call ourselves Israel. When this Bible says this Bible is for Israel, it says Israel over 2,500 times. And we have no problem associating Israel with them devils. We have no problem associating Israel with the biggest criminals in history. You know what I'm saying? More bodies than anybody in history. More child victims than anybody in history. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the number of the North American Indians that they unalived in a 10-year period, 15-year period, 20-year period, 100 million. How you unalive 100 million people? Then you turn right back around and celebrate it. And you call it Thanksgiving. That's God's chosen people? Get the hell out of here. Nowhere in the world. Nowhere in the world. Luke chapter 1, verse 68 says, blessed be the most high power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people. Who knows what the word redeem means? Who can tell me what that word redeem means? Let's pause this real quick. Y'all let me know. What does that word redeem mean? Who knows? Very important that we get the definition of these words. Very important, you know what I'm saying? Reason being, you know what I'm saying? We've been again drilled down and reduced down to being an ignorant people. You know what I'm saying? A people devoid of knowledge. And that's never been us. That's never been us. And in here we reestablishing our culture back in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. So let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. And this is definitely a book you want to add to your arsenal, is that dictionary. And then I'm gonna tell you another trick with these dictionaries as well. The devil is the devil, and the Bible calls the Bible calls the oppressor the devil for a reason. You can get a dictionary, right? And if you notice, they'll have different additions to them. You can get a dictionary, and depending on if it's like a new age, a newer dictionary, that definition might switch around and change on it. Which is why it's very important for you to tune in to that Lasha One Kodash class on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Where you learn the Holy Tongue. You're also going to learn how to navigate through that blue letter Bible. You're going to learn how to navigate, hit on words, get the Strong's Concordance, see what that word meant, see what that word really meant in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be surprised on a whole lot of them. You're going to be surprised on some of them. You know what I'm saying? As far as what their dictionary says, you know what I'm saying? And what that Bible actually says. But again, very important to get the definition of these words. So we got Bria. Aqua Bria says to restore or honor. Okay, restore honor. I like that. Save. There go that word save again, tying into that salvation. All right. Ayam Quack says save. Y'all house is on one accord. Most High Christ, a beautiful, beautiful thing, or dignity. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Let's get it. I think all of y'all are right. All of y'all are touching on it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that word redeemed. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's very important. You know, obviously, Roger Mouth is big on them words. You know what I'm saying? He big on them words, and we should be as well. You know what I'm saying? This is how the devil is able to pull or get away with so many different lies. He's able to get away with so many different lies because we don't take the time to actually see what he's saying. We don't take the time to actually see what this means and what that means. I was listening to Candace as she's talking to Judge Joe Brown, right? And they're talking about the anti-lynch bill that they came up with, right? And he said, now on the surface, it sounds like it's about somebody being lynched. You would think this got something to do with us. It's a book by Ginsburg, 100 Years of Lynching, right? But as Candace and Judge Joe Brown is going over this lynch bill, you know what? You know who it's talking about? You know who it's centered around? It's centered around the alternative community. It got nothing to do with us. Nothing to do with us whatsoever. But if you don't know no better, if you don't read no further, if you don't get no further than the surface, you'll never know it. This is how they get a lot of things. That's how they fool us with a whole lot of different things. When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? Again, we're not supposed to be voting all that stuff, but I was younger. Corporations were treated as corporations. They weren't treated as people. That was against their quote unquote law. Well, I think about 2016, somewhere around there, that changed. Corporations are people now. Go figure. So they can put all their money behind that candidate. They can put all their money behind that ad, advertising and marketing as well to get you to convince you to vote. You know what I'm saying, for who they feel like you should be voting for, who's going to increase their profit margin and so forth. That's a side note. All right, so redeem. All right, ISUPK also says saved or delivered from sin. Most High Christ. Redeem is to buy back, repurchase. You know what I'm saying? Buy back, repurchase, get or win back. You know what I'm saying? To redeem. You know what I'm saying? It was a certain period of time when the Most High, he said he wasn't our people. We weren't gonna be his people no more. He wasn't gonna be our God because we refused to listen and follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We refuse. But in Jeremiah, it says that we're gonna get to a point, you know what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna be their God and they're gonna be my people. You feel me? To redeem, repurchase, get back. Definition 2, to free from what distresses or harms. To free from what distresses or harms. So if this gonna remove us from what's distressing us, right? Who's distressing us? Who's harming us? Who's unaliving us? You know what I'm saying? We talked about all the molestation that's going on in the church, right? Who's responsible for that? Why are they doing that? Who taught Puffy to be Puffy? Where he get that from? Who taught our young black men to sell drugs? Where they get that from? Right? Where they get that from? Who taught them that they was black? Puerto Rican. Who taught them that? Who taught them that they weren't Israelites? That they didn't have a heritage? They didn't have a culture? They didn't have a God? They don't have these laws, statutes, and commandments? Right? Who taught them that? Who are we sold to? I might be getting a little ahead of myself now. Who are we sold to? Because the Bible gives them a name. You know what I'm saying? The Bible damn sure gives them a name and lets you know who it is. We don't know because, again, we follow. There you go. Chicago Quatno, the oppressors. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to be removed from distress and from what harms us, we got to be removed from them. Right? We got to be removed from them. Voting ain't going to get you removed from them. Remember, we voted for integration. That put them more in our business, more in our communities. You know what I'm saying? That integrated us with them. At one point, we were going to our own schools. We were on our own side of town. Then we became integrated with them. We voted for that. You feel me? We voted for all that. You know what I'm saying? It says to free from what distresses or harms, such as to free from captivity by payment of ransom. You know what I'm saying? Always love the example. If I steal your dog, because everybody love their dogs. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just don't like dogs. Everybody love their dog. If I steal your dog and take him over to my house, right? And I got him for a year, 2 years, 3 years. He come outside, look at the gate, but he can't get over there to you. He in my yard. Then I say he free. First, I used to keep him in the house. Now I say he free. He can come out in the yard. He don't never get back over there what he was originally. He's still a captive. We are still in the same land of our captivity. The same ones that stole us, we over here. And we don't see nothing wrong with that. Christianity has desensitized us so much, we see nothing wrong with that. That's normal. That's okay. It can't be better nowhere else, right? This is the best of the best. This is what they tell us about this place. They tell you it's a 24-hour, 365-day live stream marketing tool, advertisement that says that this hell that you in is the best place ever. Did y'all hear that growing up? Y'all give me a con of la who grew up and they taught you that America was the best place ever. The best place ever in the whole wide world. Can't get no better than here, right? Who was taught that? Y'all give me a con or a la if you was taught that. I'm gonna keep on going through this definition. Give me a con or a la if you were taught America was the best place on earth. Better than damn Disney World. They even got Disney World. Best place on earth. Y'all let me know. To extricate or help to overcome something detrimental. That oppressor damn sure detrimental. Slavery was detrimental, but we haven't been extricated from it. We still over here. We haven't overcome it, even though they saying we shall overcome. You know what I'm saying? As they was getting hit with water hoses, they was getting hit with bricks, they was getting dogs sick on them. They was singing, we shall overcome. I got a whole bunch of cons coming in. Somebody, y'all sound like y'all been taught that this was the best place on earth, right? To release from blame or debt. Clear. Well, I'll be damned. We got free from slavery, and now you got to pay the slave master. You got to pay him rent now. Now we got to pay him rent. You stole me, kidnapped me, took me from over there to over here, and you free now, but you just make sure you got that money, you know what I'm saying, to pay for you at now. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, or your ass gonna be out in the street. You can't feed your kids. You're gonna be homeless. Matter of fact, it's a crime in 2024 to be poor or to be homeless. I would lock you up. And like we learned last night in Officer Mataz's Karaj class, now you will be a legal slave all over again. You know what I'm saying? A legal slave all over again, right? To free from the consequences of sin, even in their own dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Even in their own dictionary. You feel me? Look, Chicago Quiet, you own it, because that was going to be my next question. That was going to be my next one. She is on it. To change or for better reform, to repair or restore. We were never restored back to our homeland. And the damage that they done, they never repaired that damage. They just kept on reproducing. They kept on they duplicated it, they tripled, they kept on doing the same damage over and over again. They compounded, that's the word I'm looking for. They compounded the damage over and over and over and over. They replicated the damage over and over and over. They modified the damage, right? They modified it. So now you don't even think you're in slavery no more. Better have that money though. You feel me? You don't even think you're in slavery no more. You got to make sure you pay the landlord. You got to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you be on time for your job. You got to check in with that boss. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure that mortgage is paid, that rent is paid, that condo is paid, that insurance is paid, right? But you're not in slavery no more. You free. You free. Chicago Quiet, she must have knew where I was going. She said, the land of the free and home of the brave. The land of the free and home of the brave. Right? Land of the free, and we've been captives here for I don't know how long. Home of the brave. You stole, you raped, you robbed, you raped, you assaulted, you robbed, you unalived, took this land by force, by torture, and you did it cowardly. You did it cowardly, like the cowards that the oppressor is. You came in saying, let's be friends. We need your help. Let's hold hands. And after we help you, you turned around and stabbed us in the back. You gave us blankets with smallpox on it. And then you were the most vile, savage beast of a human being there was. Unaliving the children, cutting women's stomach open as they're pregnant, bashing the babies' heads against the stones. You were the most vilest beast on the planet. But this is the land of the free and the home of the brave. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Chicago Quack said they made us say the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the child. You know what I'm saying? So you growing up, pledge allegiance to this flag. You're not realizing what you're pledging. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're pledging. Just like when we read in the scriptures, and when Christ was saying, we know what we worship. When we pledge allegiance to that flag, we didn't know what we was worshiping. We didn't know that. We didn't realize that. You don't learn that until you get in here, into the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Outside of that, you don't know what you're worshiping. You don't know what you're pledging allegiance to. You don't know what you're going to join. You join a military, what you joining. You think this is the best place on earth? I got what? Khan from Akwaf Amada, Khan from ISUPK, Khan from Truba Yabaka, Khan from Shakar, Pequot, Khan from Akwaf Tawaba. We were all taught that mess. This was the best place on earth. This was the best place on earth. So this leads me to my other question. Since Shakar Pequot put land of the free and home of the brave, right? Who knows how many laws America has? This is the land of the free. Let me show y'all something. This is the land of the free. How many laws does America have in the land of the free? How many laws do the land of the free have? We saw in Officer Mataza Kara class last night that they got millions of people in jail. And we saw how that number shot straight up in the sky. Who could tell me? Without Google, just give me a guess. It ain't gotta be exact. We're gonna get it. Who could tell me? How many laws do y'all think America has? And then we're gonna get back to Luke 1:68, finish that up. But how many laws do y'all think America has? Who can tell me? Where we at? 8:34. Y'all out there Googling because the answer ain't came in yet. I'm just gonna give you the answer then. You know what I'm saying? Okay, all right, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. Bria, she put over 10,000. That's a lot of damn laws. 10,000. That's a lot. I don't know, Bria. 10,000 is a lot of laws. In the Bible, we only got 600 plus, right? 10,000 is a lot. That seems a little excessive to me. Y'all telling me, all right, Truba Yabaka said 20,000. He gonna double it. This like the Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? This is the Price is Right. Somebody gonna say $1. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna say $1. All right, damn right. Officer Yarashima, that's my friend too. I talk to her sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Akwaf Amada said 1,500. Okay, I got you. A little low, but she said 1,500. Twice as much as the Most High. I got you. Shakar Pequot said 50K. All right, Ayan Pequot said thousands. All right. So let's get it. Those are some very good guesses, but let's get it. Let's find out real quick. Let's find out. Because this is the land of the free. I can't see the land of the free having that many laws, right? It's the land of the free. Why would they have all them laws? It's the land of the free. Can't be. Where is it at? I know I pulled it up. Here we go. Let's see. Aquafadasa on that Google. I see you, Aquafadasa. You on that Google. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it says there is no precise count of the number of laws in the United States, right? No precise count of the laws in the United States, but the most commonly cited number is around 300,000. 300,000. You know the number was as prisoners when before that number shot up in the sky before we got to voting. 300,000 laws. 300,000 laws you got to follow every day. This is just base laws, right? That you got to be aware of and follow every day, or they can come and make you a legal slave, right? Come and make you a legal slave. Damn right, Aquafadasa. I don't blame you. I'll jump on Google in a minute before they shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Now, even with that, though, I look at other sources as well, just to back it up, just because I know the oppressor is such a devil. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know he's such a devil. But, again, 300,000. The number of laws increased dramatically in the recent decades. Just like when we was in Officer Mataza Kara class last night, the number of prisoners increased dramatically in the last couple of decades. Why? Because what happened? Slavery ended. We got to keep these niggas in chains some kind of way, right? Got to keep them in chains some kind of way, right? And they sell that, they package that up as freedom when it ain't freedom. Land of the free, but ain't nobody free. Land of the free, but you got over 300-something thousand laws. And wait, let me read down a little bit further, right? It says less than 100 years ago, all federal statutes could fit into a single volume, right? 2018, the U.S. Code had 54 volumes and around 60,000 pages, right? This is the kicker, though. Congress passes an average of 344 new pieces of legislation, which is about 2 to 3 million words of new federal law each year. Y'all heard that, right? Now, who pulled who got the trick to what was just said just now? Who can tell? I'm gonna see who in the same spirit. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what that's saying right now? Those 300,000 laws, right? Give you a little hint. Those 300,000 laws. What laws is it talking about? Who knows? Who could tell me? Who knows? Let me see if y'all caught that. Because again, the oppressor, and that's for AI summary, right? AI is going to summarize. You go to Google now to give you an AI summary or AI overview of all the different pages. It compiles information there. You know what I'm saying? It gives it to you. Like, but what is the AI saying though right now? What is this summary saying right now? Who knows? Who could tell me? And if we don't get it soon, I'm just gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna continue reading these scriptures. Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna start doing like I'll be watching Officer Kazak Ahmad, you know what I'm saying? And every now and then he be like, all right, the first one to get it, I'm gonna cash out you some money. Now, they don't be that much because you know we in captivity. It might be $1, $2 or something, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's good for participation. Not that we have no problem with participation. Y'all do an awesome job of participating in the class, you know what I'm saying? ISUPK said that Congress passed. I'm not hear you. I hear you. You getting there. You right there where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you though. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to y'all. Hold on. Laws for us to keep us stagnated. That's true. Both of those are absolutely true. The part that I wanted y'all to pull from that though, or the part that there you go, Officer Mataza Karai is on it. That's just at the federal level. This is not talking about your municipalities, your local laws. You know what I'm saying? We in Virginia. Virginia's a Commonwealth state. Virginia got a whole nother set of Commonwealth laws that they're not talking about with these federal laws, right? That's different stuff. Think about all the city ordinances, the state ordinances that you got to follow, your county ordinances. You know what I'm saying? In Virginia, you might have to get a county sticker for your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? It's all kinds of different laws at the lower levels. This not even talking about those. Officer Mataza said, "I hear gambling and school funds got to be unlocked." Most for real, it's crazy though. You know what I'm saying? We're not even thinking about all these different laws we have to follow at all times, and we don't mind. We don't have no problem going out there doing that, trying to pursue Esau's dream, trying to pursue that American dream. This damn nightmare, this illusion of freedom that ain't really free. Just like the illusion of reproductive rights when it's really unaliving your children. The illusion of freedom, the illusion of serving God when you are really serving the devil. You're being taught to hate the Most High because you don't follow none of his laws. This is why God calls the oppressor the devil that the Bible speaks of. And this is also why, you know what I'm saying, that our wisdom, our salvation is contained within us following these laws, statutes, and commandments. Also why we need salvation. This is what we need salvation from. When it talks about removal from the distress or harm, this is the distress and harm that it's talking about. You can live your life and try to do everything right. We don't know how can you remember 300-some thousand laws on top of the municipal, the local laws, the county laws, the state laws, the special mandated? How can you remember all of that? You feel me? We don't get taught those laws in school. We don't get taught those laws in school. I don't know how many y'all got children out there, right? But I remember when my oldest and my youngest one. It was the scariest thing, you know what I'm saying? When they got to the age in school where it was time for them to take driver's ed. I remember taking driver's ed when I was younger, but it's got a little different now. When you read that driver's ed book now, that especially when I got to my youngest son now, when you read that driver's ed book, that whole book is talking about you break this law, this is gonna happen. You break this law, this is gonna happen. You break this law, this is gonna happen. This is against the law. That's against the law. It's more of that in there than it is the 25 feet before you make the turn. This is where you turn the turn signal. It's more laws in there than it is actual damn route on direction or instructions on how to drive. This is the land of the free. This is what we vote for. This is the salvation that we done got comfortable with, that we want, as opposed to the Most High salvation. Let's get that though. Let's get a little bit more on what salvation is and what it's supposed to look like, or what it's gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? Trooper Yabaka said on Salakim, my real told me it's a county in Georgia that has a law that states it's illegal to eat chicken with a fork. I believe it. I 100% believe it. It's a whole bunch of little goofy laws like that on the books. You know what I'm saying? That they'll lock you up for. I remember back in the day, they said sodomy used to be a law. You know what I'm saying? I think it's still on the books, but it ain't stopping the LGBT 1, 2, 3s. Sure ain't stopping them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely believe it. You feel me? All because again, they monetize our pain and our suffering. And when we was quote unquote freed from slavery, they had the pencil whippers, you know what I'm saying, that crafty counseling, you know what I'm saying, through their policy to put us right back in chains again. And the ones that's not in physical chains, that they quote unquote that's legal slavery, they got them in the mental chains inside that Christian church. They got them in the mental chains inside that Muslim mosque. You know what I'm saying? They still chained down. They still locked down. They are still virtual physical slaves to this day. They can't stand their people. They just like Stephen from damn Django. Just like Stephen from Django. Who that nigga on that nag when they see us out there on the street teaching? Who that nigga on that nag? They can't stand us. We embarrass them. They're ashamed of us because we out there trying to give them salvation, or trying to lead them at least to the damn path to salvation, so they can work to get it. You feel me? So you are absolutely correct, Trooper Yabaka. But let's stop this. Let's go back to Luke. We're doing pretty good on time. I got a couple more scriptures I want to get out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Django is one of my favorite movies. I always end up having to fast forward to the good parts. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I got to get past that part when they got on that heat box, because I'd be so damn mad. And that devil Quentin Tarantino, he loved that word nigga. You know what I'm saying? But when he come up in there and y'all black folks but lead these white folk, that's when it started to get good. You know what I'm saying, in the movie. But yeah, that's my joint right there. Let's finish up Luke. All right, so we got the definition of redeem. It says, "Blessed be the Most High God of Israel." God of Israel. You know what I'm saying? For he have visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Who knows who that horn of salvation is? Who is he speaking about right here? When it says he has raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Who is he speaking of right here? You feel me? Who is he speaking of? This is another shot, you know what I'm saying, to them lying Christian pastors that tell you that Christ was immaculately, you know it comes from the damn devil when you can't pronounce it, from a derivative of immaculate conception. You know what I'm saying? So when they say that, this is how you know they lying, because if that's the case, why would it say that? And I'm giving y'all an answer. And have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. Why would he say the house of his servant David? It could have been the house of any of the past kings before. Why would it have he could just say he raised up a horn of salvation? It wouldn't even be no house of his servant David if Christ, there you go, she called a quack on. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't even be, she is absolutely correct. That horn of salvation is Christ. But again, a shot to them damn Christians, them lying Christians, it wouldn't even be no house of the servant David if Christ is from God, right? If God made him, if Joseph wasn't the daddy, the reason why I say it's the house of his servant David is because Joseph fulfilled that lineage. You know what I'm saying? David was kinfolk to David, and that's how he's the house of his servant David. So y'all you and I on Pequot are absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? Verse 70. Hold on, let me get back. Yeah, verse 70. And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. Right? Same way the prophets were out there teaching then. You know what I'm saying? That's the voice of the Lord. That's the voice of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? That's how you follow Christ, by listening to what the prophet said. Why? Because the prophets do what Christ said to do. Unlike the Christian church, unlike that mosque that love Jesus, the prophet. They love him. They love the quote was inside that Bible. Though none of them do what the hell that Bible says to do. Right? Them devils that was out there hollering and yelling and cussing us out, telling us get the F out the city, you know what I'm saying, and calling us niggas, them devils, they love Jesus. But they don't do what that Bible says to do. You know what I'm saying? And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets. And we speak, you hear the prophets now speak. The prophet, the priests and prophets of the Lord are in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Which have been since the world began. This ain't none of our first time around here. And if you're a priest and prophet of the Most High, you here in this Israelite school and universal practical knowledge, welcome home. Welcome back to the family. And it's a good thing to be back amongst brothers. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. You feel me? Because this ain't our first time around. This ain't your first time around. The prophets were here saying the same things before. And the people rejected it just like they rejected now. The people ran and sacrificed their children to Baal just like they run and sacrifice them kids to the damn church now. The Bible says there's nothing new under the sun. Nothing new under the sun. Verse 71 this is where we get to the good part, that we should be saved from our enemies. We just read over redeem, how it says distress, remove from distress, remove from harm. Y'all told me about being saved and delivered, removed from that danger, right? Removed from that difficulty or that danger. You know what I'm saying? It says that we should be saved from our enemies. That's salvation. Salvation is to be saved from our enemies. But ISUPK is absolutely correct. Cap was out there blazing on them damn devil. You know what I'm saying? He was blazing on our enemies. And the reason why the rest of the crowd, you got brothers in the crowd, you know what I'm saying, that's standing back, scared, don't know what to say, don't want to offend their white folk, their favorite white friend, don't want to offend none of them. You know what I'm saying? Reason being, they don't know who our enemies are. They believe what that church taught them. They believe that those are their friends and their lovers and their co-workers, and we just want to all hold hands and love everybody. They think in their mind we the ones up there causing division. We didn't make up them 300-some thousand damn laws. We didn't put ourselves on the boat, drive the boat over, get off the boat, get sold off the boat. We didn't do that. As much as they try to lie and say that, because that's the lie I learned growing up. Y'all sold yourselves. Y'all sold yourselves. Because the devil is going to be the devil. Anything he can say or do, or use to absolve himself from any kind of accountability, any kind of responsibility. It's your fault you was a slave. It's your fault we sold you. It's your fault we beat you. It's your fault we assaulted you. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Your kids dumb as hell, get out of school, don't know nothing. Even though we forced them to go to our schools. We integrated the schools. We took all your businesses away. You look at any of these major cities, Chicago, Detroit, Baltimore, you look at any of these cities, all of them cities have prominent big businesses, companies, factories, producing things inside of those cities. And you had black fathers that went to them damn factories and they would take care of this family, that family, and everybody was fine. House note was paid. They had 2-3 cars. Kids going to school. They destroyed that. They removed those businesses out of those neighborhoods. They dismantled them schools, pulled all the funding out of those schools. You live your neighborhood is a damn food desert. Ain't nothing but McDonald's and Wendy's and all that garbage that they feed us. If you look at the chart, me and Officer Matazai Corral was talking about it. You look at the damn chart, the FDA chart of where they spend money at, right? They spend money for they got fruits, they got vegetables, and they got sugar. 99 to 98% of all the damn money they spend is spent on sugar. But it's illegal for you to grow vegetables and shit in your own backyard. They did this. They are the oppressors. They are the enemies. They're the enemies that it's talking about right here in verse 70 and 71. It says that we shall be saved from our enemies. And what I love about this word, right? What I love about this word, all you got to do, when in doubt, read a little bit more. And from the hand of all that hate us. ISUPK saw them videos. And all of y'all should have saw them videos if y'all like, sharing, and subscribing. And comment on them videos. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw them videos. And you can see the hate in their eyes. You can hear it in their voice. As much as they come out, words be smooth as butter. Oh, we love you, brother. We love you, brother. You had so many devils that were doing word drive-bys. You know what I'm saying? They would walk by ISUPK and do word drive-by. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to talk this shit if I wouldn't have fought for you. There's all kinds of stuff as they walking by because they can't help it because they hate us so much. They hate us so much. But just like in that video, when you hear Cap blazing on, we done fought in your military. We done birthed your babies. We done gave you every medical advantage there was. You experimented on us to get the medical field that you got now. Every invention we came up with, you took it, you stole it, you put your name on it. Your people, the number the money they really got, billionaires really ain't really no money for them. They billionaires, they trillionaires. They got money and wealth that we can't even imagine or fathom. This year, the next couple of years, it's going to be a $90 trillion wealth transfer from one generation to the next generation amongst these damn oppressors. $90 trillion, more money than most countries' GDP that they're going to transfer from one to the other. You got 1% of this country that has more than everybody else all put together. That's like we all put together and put our money together. You know, we always talking about that black. Buy black. Let's put your money, get shot with each other. Well, guess what? You can take Oprah. You can take Oprah, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, if he was still here, or his wealth, his estate, or whatever. LeBron. You can take all them. Denzel, all of them, put them all together. Put all their money together. Guess what? Bill Gates got more money than all they had put together. One devil got more money than all of them put together. That's oppression, and that's from somebody that hates you. Because somebody that has that and still tell you it's your fault that you don't have, right? It's your fault that you don't have. That's the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Damn right, ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? That's why you need to hold on, do what you got to do, so you ain't got to watch no more, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And that goes for everybody else that's out there. You know what I'm saying? If you're a brother, you know what I'm saying? If you're a brother, you want to be a trooper. You want to get out there in that war. Just keep sticking around. Make sure you're in all black. You know what I'm saying? You keep sticking around. Keep coming to these classes being all black, and you can be in the war too. You know what I'm saying? So Most High Christ the water for that ISUPK. You know what I'm saying? I'm always proud of the men that the Most High has placed above us. You know what I'm saying? And proud to be a part of this Virginia camp. Proud to be a part of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. But it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple more scriptures I wanted to get. When it's talking about our enemies, you know what I'm saying? When it's talking about our enemies. Matter of fact, I mean, I might not even have to pull it. It's 8:53. Y'all know where I was going to go. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 28:68. Deuteronomy 28 said we were going to be sold to our enemies. You know what I'm saying? As much as that church has tried to make it seem like this is all Kumbaya fest, this is all one big love fest. You know what I'm saying? It's the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, that is division in the earth. It's their fault. It's their fault. They the ones preaching hate. It's their fault. They the ones causing division. We ain't got the power to pass no damn laws. Right? We can't do nothing but follow the law, scripture, the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. But it's our fault for the division. We ain't touched, molest, assaulted, nan child. But it's our fault for the division. It's our fault. It's our fault because we the black KKK. Let them tell it. The black KKK. We ain't burnt no churches. We ain't hung nobody. Right? You know what I'm saying? We ain't set nobody on fire. Right? We didn't take no 13, 14-year-old boy who somebody lied on about damn whistling. And disfigured his face so much, disfigured his body so much, cut off his testicles. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do none of that. We didn't do that. But we compare it to the black KKK for telling the truth, for speaking on the atrocities that have happened to our people. We wrong for that. We wrong for that. We're not wrong for that. We're not wrong for that, but because we don't know what's contained inside this Bible, right? We don't know that salvation is contained in here, but it requires work. That church don't taught you to close your eyes, clap your hands, just pray. Close your eyes, clap your hands, and just pray. If you do pay attention to the voting scene, the men are so effeminate. Every man that's on there is effeminate. Every last one of them. Michael Eric Dyson. Every pundit they got on there, effeminate. Cory Booker, effeminate. This is soft and it's effeminate and smacking their lips and shit. Every last one of them. Every woman that's on there. Oh, she's strong and powerful. She got a cue card and she's in the exact opposite of what's inside of that doggone Bible. This is why we're destroyed. This is why we don't know what salvation is. You know what I'm saying? But let's get before I get out of here. So again, I'm not gonna go to Deuteronomy 28:68. But again, this is where you would go to find where we were sold to our enemies. If y'all want me to pull it up to throw it in the chat, I will pull that up. What I want to get to, I want to get a little picture before we get out of here of what salvation is supposed to look like. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear us in the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge talking about we saved, because we know we got a lot more work to do. You know what I'm saying? Again, we got a lot more work to do. The Bible says that the kingdom of heaven doesn't come by observation. Doesn't come by observation. So as much as we love y'all being in class, we love y'all watching in class, you got to participate though. You got to put your brick in. You got to get your hands dirty because you can't build no kingdom by watching. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may have, if y'all got children out there, you know what I'm talking about. Them damn kids get hungry, right? And they get to hollering and crying. You can look at them all day. You know what I'm saying? You can look at them, play all in their face, gaga, goo goo. You know what I'm saying? Coochie, coochie, coo. But if you don't put no food in their mouth, if you don't go turn that stove on and warm up a bottle, or if you don't breastfeed them, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, do something to facilitate that need, the child gonna keep on crying, and eventually that child gonna be malnutrition. And if it go on for too long, the child might be gone. You know what I'm saying? It requires work, and it's the same thing when it comes to this truth. I want to get Isaiah we're going to get a little glimpse of what salvation looks like. Because we've been lied to so much. And we're so, again, so lost as a people. We don't realize, you know what I'm saying, what salvation actually looks like. So let's get a little glimpse of it, of what it's going to look like. You know what I'm saying? This is Isaiah chapter 14, and we're going to go through 1 through 3. I'm going to make it big, though, Aqua, make it a little bit bigger. You know what I'm saying? I'm right up here on the screen so I can see, but I want to make sure everybody else can see as well. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Most High Power will have mercy on Jacob. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, and it's been rough, and it's been rough for centuries. And for some of our people, you know what I'm saying, you really can't blame them for being so lost and so despondent and on giving up. On giving up when you've been hurt and you've been abused and nobody ever paid attention to it and nobody ever cares. And all you want to do is just fight. You want to fight. You got to do something. You want to fight. And it's only allowed for the slaves to fight the other slaves. Oh, the slaves can fight the other slaves. Moses saw that. The slaves can fight the other slaves. The slaves can hurt the other slaves. The slaves just can't say nothing to that damn oppressor. You feel me? And so you end up taking it out on yourself. You end up taking it out on the other people around you. You know what I'm saying? It's such an evil, wicked thing to put us in that situation, deprive us of everything, our heritage, our culture, our moral compass was robbed and stolen by that damn Christian church. You do all of that. You build that damn fire and you throw gasoline on it by abusing the children. You throw gasoline on it, you know what I'm saying, by removing all the fathers out of it. And then you step back and you just watch it burn. You feel me? So this is why it's important for us to love one another and have compassion on one another, to forgive one another. All that is encompassed in love. And that can be very, very, very difficult when you've been taught that you live in the best place in the whole wide world. You ain't realizing there's over 300-some thousand, probably more like 500-some thousand laws that you have to obey every single day. When you living in the best place in the whole entire world, you're free from slavery. You ain't realizing they got rid of that one plantation, that one slave master on that plantation, and now you got a boss, a slave master. You know what I'm saying? You got creditors, slave masters. You know what I'm saying? You got people that you have to listen to all day long. Not the many patrol, the overseers that ride around with the red and blue lights. The overseers that ride around the red and blue lights, waiting on you to break one of them 300-some thousand laws. So I got you. And nobody cares. Nobody pays any attention to it. And nobody gives you any kind of credit for the pain, for the suffering, for the contributions you've done to this hell. This is what salvation is going to look like. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For the Most High will have mercy on Jacob. The Most High is going to have mercy on us and will yet choose Israel. Israel is going to be chosen in the end when it's all said and done, and set them in their own land. Salvation looks like us being in our own land. That's what salvation looks like. We're in our own land with salvation. They're over there fighting in our land now. The Most High got them clearing it out for us. He got them moving all that damn furniture out. He got them getting all that pork, all that curry. Get this shit out the house. He got them moving it out the way for us right now. You know what I'm saying? And set them in their own land. And the strangers, for you Christians and you fake Israelites that love Esau, you know what I'm saying? They're going to come too. They're coming too. And the strangers shall be joined with them. Just how we are joined with this oppressor here in America, they're going to be joined with us as well. And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Just how you see them pastors cleave to civil rights, and how they cleave to the voting in a democratic process, how they cleave to Biden, and they cleave to Al Sharpton, and they cleave to Clinton, right? How they cleave into Trump right now, and they cleave into that white lady Kamala Harris, how they cleave into them. Oh, them oppressors and them other nations going to cleave to us as well. They're going to cleave to the house of Jacob, right? Verse 2, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place. We're going to take them and finally, once and for all, put that devil in his place where he belongs. Because he does have a place. He's out of order right now. He's out of place right now, which is why the world is out of order and everything feels so out of place. But we're going to put that devil in his place. And the house of Israel shall possess them. They're going to be a possession. They're going to be a possession. Just like we're a possession here in their land, they're going to be a possession in our land. All right? And in the land of the Most High, for servants, that Edomite is coming, he's going to be a servant. And handmaids, that Edomite, them Africans, the East Indian, the Moab, Ammonites, Ishmael. They coming and they gonna be servants and they gonna be handmaids. You can't read this and walk away saying we all gonna hold hands and be together. The Bible is clearly showing, you know what I'm saying, Israel versus everybody else in their different places, their place that they're gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? If you watching and you ain't checked in, you better get the hell out that church. You better get out that church while you still have an opportunity and a chance. You know what I'm saying? In the land of the Most High for service and handmaids, and they shall take them captives. Aren't we captives here in America? When we captives, when we got off that boat, after Columbus came over here and genocided everybody, assaulted all the children, sold the little boys, sold the little girls, took their land, then he made them captives. Then they go through the Americas, dropping our folks off here. This waypoint, this slave port, that slave port. Weren't we their captives? Aren't we their captives now? We call ourselves Puerto Rican and Jamaican and American and everything else, Haitian. We call ourselves everything else except for who the Lord called us because the captors gave us that name. Aren't we their captives now? Well, the Bible says that we shall take them captives, whose captives they were. We used to be their captives, but they're going to be ours. And they shall rule over their oppressors, over the colonizer. We're going to rule over the colonizer. That's salvation. We're going to rule over that oppressor. That's salvation. Your boss not going to be telling you, hey, ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? You about 5 minutes late. You ain't got to come back no more. You got to worry about that. You're going to be telling his ass, why you ain't up picking that cotton? You know what I'm saying? You're going to be checking them. Hey, sun is up. Why ain't nobody working yet? You're going to rule over your oppressor. Ruling over your oppressor is salvation. Verse 3, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give them rest. Salvation is rest. Ain't you tired? You should be tired. We've been working for hundreds of years. We done built everybody empire. We built everybody kingdom. They're still hanging us in 2024. Ain't you tired? Salvation is rest. You know what I'm saying? Salvation is rest. You can't vote and get no rest here. You can vote. You can vote so they can increase your slave wages. You can vote so that your slave master can treat you a little bit better. You can vote so they can reduce the age of when you can start slaving. You can vote so you can send your kids there with their oppressor. You can vote. You know what I'm saying? You can vote for that, but it's not gonna give you any kind of rest. It can give you a rest. You know what I'm saying? It should come to pass in that day that the Most High shall give thee rest from thy sorrow. Ain't you tired of crying? Should be tired of crime. Neighborhood getting shot up. Everybody strung out on drugs. Ain't no job in the neighborhood. Children getting molested and assaulted. You should be tired of that sorrow. Should be tired of that sorrow. Even our quote unquote stars. Even our quote unquote stars. When you really look at their lives, like Diddy and so forth. You look at their lives or whatever. There's still sorrow. It's full of sorrow. It's full of sorrow. Obviously, Rashomov says salvation equates to being empowered, having authority, and that's what real rest is. Damn right. When you get up, when you set the time when you get up, you set the time when you lay down. You know what I'm saying? That's power, that's authority, and that's rest. You don't get no rest when you're the captive. There's no rest for the captive. You know what I'm saying? His rest is in conjunction with whatever the captor wants. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Rashomov is absolutely correct. And that's what it's saying right here in Isaiah chapter 14. You know what I'm saying? This is what real salvation is. It should come to pass in that day, the Most High should give thee rest from thy sorrow, from thy fear. Every time them red and blue lights get behind you, it don't matter what you're doing right. And don't let you have your kids with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let you have your kids in the car like Philando Castile. You know what I'm saying? That devil unalives him right there in front of his child. The baby crying in the background. I remember when I first heard that. And then you know what I'm saying, Captain the car, you know what I'm saying, got a song, you know what I'm saying, where it plays at the end of that damn song. And it just sends chills down my spine every time I hear it. You know what I'm saying? And she trying to console her mother. And this devil just unalived him, even though he told him he had a legal weapon. He did everything right. He went to the classes. He got it. He got his concealment license. He did everything they asked him to do. You know what I'm saying? And then still was unalive. You're going to get rest from that fear. That's salvation. And from the hard bondage that you don't go to work. You don't go to work. You used to be able to work one job, take care of the whole family. Now you're working 2 and 3 damn jobs. You're going to get rest from that hard bondage. You know what I'm saying? wherein thou was made to serve. You don't have a choice whether you serve or not here. And the fact that you don't have a choice whether you are certain that you serve or not over here is an indication that you're not saved. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is going to give us rest from that hard bondage, from that fear, and we won't have to serve no more. You know what I'm saying? He's going to put them in their place of servitude, which is righteous, which is their place where they belong, and we're going to be in a place of authority and rulership and in power underneath our king that we don't have to vote for because he's already been elected. You know what I'm saying? He already done won the primaries already. You know what I'm saying? He done won the primaries. There ain't no other candidate standing up next to him. It's over with. He's how them devils say he's a shoe-in. You know what I'm saying? He's a shoe-in. We just waiting on him to come and take his seat right now. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We waiting on the inauguration right now. Right now, we waiting on the inauguration. You know what I'm saying? All we got to do is blow up the balloon, follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, and prepare the way. That's it. That's it. Election's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's time for us to get, you know what I'm saying, that place of rest and get this salvation. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we at 9:08. We did pretty good on time. You know what I'm saying? Officer Yarasha Mouth said being saved is what you pray for, not something you are. Look, I thought you were about to say what you pray for, not what you pay for. I got to use that one. No, but you're absolutely correct. So like being saved is what you pray for, not something that you are. And that's a true statement. We wear being saved as a badge, you know what I'm saying? Because these devils gave it to us and told us that just like they told you it's in the land of the free, but it's over 300,000 laws. Right, just like they told you, it's the land of the home of the brave. You feel me? Even though they were cowardly when they took this land, and they're cowardly when they go and they steal other people's land. They don't go out right and say, you know what, we want to be in control. We want your oil. We want your resources. Give it to it. Let's fight. They don't do that. They don't do that. They lie. They're deceptive. They breed insurrection. You know what I'm saying? They give money to the cartels and to the gangs and give guns and drugs to the gangs and the cartels, and then they have those forces fight it out. Then they come in and say, hey, we can fix that. We're gonna give you democracy. We can fix that. That ain't brave. That's not bravery. That's deception. You know what I'm saying? Cunning hunter, beast, savage beast. That's what they are. You know what I'm saying? So the water for everybody joining us tonight. You know what I'm saying? The water. If we don't have any more questions, I'm gonna get ready to wrap it on up. Been a good class tonight. I'm checking, making sure I don't see nobody on the gram on book. I think it's just on YouTube. We to Wab. All right. I think we might be all right. I don't see nothing out there. But yeah, so the water. I'm looking for these announcements. The water for everybody joining us tonight. It's been a good class. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to all the different channels. Make sure y'all get on those videos, check them videos out. You know what I'm saying? As the Most High wrapping this thing up, you're gonna see more unrest in the world. If you got family members out there that's called themselves getting ready to vote, let them know. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna get us no kind of salvation, and that ain't what the Most High called us for. You feel me? Let them know. Let them know. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't know because we go to the wrong place for leadership, the wrong place for guidance, the wrong place for help. We were talking about the children earlier. That's a real thing. You don't want your child, contact the UPK. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. You got to give them to them people. You contact the UPK. And you ain't got to get rid of that, baby. You contact the UPK. You thinking about that out in the world? Don't worry. You ain't got to think no more. Bring them on over here. They're going to be loved over here. They're going to be loved over here. They're going to be amongst brothers and sisters. They're not going to be assaulted. They're not going to be molested. They're going to learn laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? They're going to learn brotherhood and sisterhood. You feel me? You bring them all up here to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And I wouldn't recommend you taking your children nowhere else. Nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking for. I got two phones going on right now, trying to find the law, statutes, and not the law, the announcements. And I also want to make sure I got the right calendar up. No sweat, no the water to y'all for joining. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make the class. You feel me? Y'all make the class. Without y'all, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be no class. It would be a class, but it wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying? participation. I know Officer Mutaz Akara, Officer Carl, supply. We always say it a lot. We really, really do appreciate the participation, the love, the brotherhood and sisterhood y'all show in these classes. It has not gone unnoticed. Y'all make sure y'all tune in next Friday. Y'all tune in this Friday for the Lashawan Kwadash. Akim and Akwatham actually going to be in Texas this Saturday. If you were fortunate enough to go, y'all throw one back for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all throw one back for me. You know what I'm saying? And Lord be with you. Well, with that, y'all make sure y'all check out them classes, like, share, subscribe, jump on them videos. Y'all should be getting notifications for videos every day for the most part. And again, y'all get in there, y'all check that out. You know what I'm saying? To see the work of the Lord being done. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother or sister. If a new brother or sister come to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. If a brother or sister is interested in another brother or sister, they should get permission from their head, to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which that brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. My Ishra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High give you, you want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund. That's going to be a free will offering. It's not mandatory. It can be in any amount that you want to give. You know what I'm saying? Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of the Dedication of Hanukkah. Feast of the Dedication of Hanukkah. That's actually going to start. It's going to start on the 25th of December. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm reminded of Dave Chappelle episode when he has Rick James on there. He jumped on the couch. Yo, couch. That's how 25th of December. You know what I'm saying? That's how we feel about your Christmas. We're gonna start the Feast of Dedication of Hanukkah. You know what I'm saying? On the 25th of December, 9th month, by the space of 8 days. All right, 8 days. You can find those scriptures in First Maccabees chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. And if you're looking for some empowerment, some encouragement, some real life soldiers, them damn Maccabees set it off. They set it off, you know what I'm saying? So I always love that time of year. We go over and we read those stories and we revisit those. The scriptures say, you know what I'm saying, but these stories, the Bible, the scriptures are for our learning. You know what I'm saying? Deuteronomy 32:7 says, remember the days of old. You feel me? We don't have no heroes. We don't have nobody to look up to. Why? Because we don't know what's inside of this Bible. You shouldn't be looking up to these stars that's at the Diddy party with baby oil. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be looking up to them. You know what I'm saying? We should be looking up. We got real heroes. All the superheroes that you know of were stolen and the derivative of our people, our ancestors inside of this Bible. Next, High Holy Day after that's going to be Purim. That's going to be on the 14th day and 15th day of the 12th month, which would be, well, no, I take that back. Those days are right, but the dates on here is different. Actually, that date for that one would be, I don't see it. I ain't going to sweat it, though. March. It's going to be March 3rd. Okay, 2025. But that's a little bit off, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. So get ready for the Feast of Dedication or Hanukkah. Again, we'll be in touch with the school. You'll get more information about that. The water for everybody joining us tonight. Hopefully you're able to take away something from the class. Make sure you're taking notes when you're in these classes. Tune in tomorrow for the scripture breakdown class with Captain 10K. Knock this out the shot. Bring your questions. Bring all your questions. I ain't had no Shalawamis or no crazy folks in here tonight. So I hope y'all don't pull that mess tomorrow. You can get your feelings hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to warn you. You know what I'm saying? If a brother wants to be a trooper, Brother wants to be a trooper. You know what I'm saying? You want to come in here and put your brick in. You want to come here and be like the men that came before us, before you, that's in here doing his work, doing the work of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Getting all black boots, shirts, headband, pants, war scarf. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here, ready to roll. You feel me? Sisters, y'all can't be troopers, but you damn sure can, you know what I'm saying, help and aid and assist this nation. You feel me? And with that, the water for everybody joining in. We're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Y'all bashim y'all shabakata thumb. Salaki. Y'all bashim shabakata thumb. And a courtesy salute to the sisters. Yahweh Shema ala thun bashim Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all paying y'all tithes. Y'all paying y'all tithes. Y'all keep tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
Whoop! We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it. They want a fame, they want a clout. That's why they doubt. I got them black, I want a class. And I shut my mouth. This was way before polite. Before I came to campsites, I came broken and contrite. I just wanted to live right, clean my soul and give my life. Had to give up all my vice. I got a fog out my head. I was raised from the dead. I put down that weed and I cut off my dreads. For before I could lead, I had to learn to be led. Now I'm a bad motherfucker. Walk around and I straight flex on suckers. No one specific, I'm talking to all of you busters. Straight from the gutter, me and my brother, we the long supper. Now, running it like a conductor. Hebrew Academy, I'm the instructor. 14 written all on my cover. Men of war like we hopped at a Hummer. Just like you wanted, my trooper could cut you. There is one camp, there is not another. One West, UPK. One West, UPK. One West, one West, one West, UPK. One what? UPK. One what? UPK. One what? One what? One what? UPK. Me and all of my Oyes, hold it, shit down, right here, all day. Shalom, wagwan, sa, passe, is we, damn niggas, yatu, sabe, hey. We gon' change the world, we won't let it change us. Even when they switch sides and they wanna change up. Fucking with my brother, then your life in danger. Got no fear like I got one in the chamber. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it now. Since day one, we been about it, nigga. I've been going hard since the day that I found it. It's 144 to the day the Lord counted. I'ma keep my head up to the day that he crowned it.